reason we should not be able to go to that beautiful place called High if we want to. Is that right? So we've come a long way, and I've been sitting over here on the side just marveling at this celebration of the civil liberty to enjoy cannabis in any number of ways. And it didn't just happen. You know, this has been a struggle by a lot of people in the trenches, doggedly fighting our battle since most of us were little kids. And I really think we got to remember that. High Times has been in this through thick and thin for decades. Hemfest has been at it, Vivian and his crew, for decades, when it was actually scary. Normal, a lot of us here are with Normal. I'm a board member on Normal, and a lot of good people are fighting in the different organizations to change these laws. And it doesn't just happen. I just really want to stress that. I just think it is so cool to see this festival here, and all of this joy, and all this, you know, diversity and tolerance, and just embracing life. But there's a serious battle going on right now, and it's being waged by a lot of people who are not even pro-pot. And I want to remind you, we are on the verge of ending the war against marijuana, ending this stupid prohibition. It's been decades that we've been fighting it. And it's an alliance. It's an alliance between the cannabis community and wonks and lawyers and legislators and caring people in high places that really recognize the importance of this struggle. And one thing I've been honored to do is to be able to use a little bit of my celebrity to be able to stand up in public and say, advocating changing a law is not wrong. It's good citizenship, especially if it's a stupid law like our prohibition against marijuana. Now, what I'm getting at here is we have just made an amazing thing, along with Colorado becoming the first political entity that has legalized marijuana, and now we're going to figure out what the Dutch and the Europeans have never figured out, how to do what they call the gray area, the back end, how to wholesale it and retail it and legislate it and all that. They're flying our city officials over to Copenhagen and Amsterdam right now so we can coach them so they can catch up with us. And we have just started, and what I call the lower 48 are those other states. And we're going to take this success here and we're going to build on it. And what we have to do is remember, we're not going to legalize pot by making it pro-pot. We have to remember that. You may be pro-pot, I may be pro-pot, but if you want to get somewhere with any of this prohibition, you need to be anti-prohibition and pro-civil liberties. So remember that. We got to break out of the choir, we got to not be scary, we got to relate to people who have legitimate concerns, and then Oregon can legalize, and then California can legalize, and then Mexico can stop their civil war, and before we know it, Texas will legalize, all right? So this is all very exciting. I want to accept this award, you know, with all the people who have worked with I-502 in Washington State. I'm so excited and proud to be part of this movement, and I hope that you can recognize that you can sit in the corner and smoke pot for the rest of your lives, or you can get into the trenches and support the people who are fighting our battle for us. I really think that's important. We're on the cusp of incredible victory right now. Get on board and support some of these people who are fighting our battles in the halls of government. Bottom line, we've come a long way. It's so exciting for me to be able to just step up in public and say, I am a hardworking, tax-paying, church-going, kid-raising American. And if I work hard all day long and want to go home and smoke a joint and just stare at the fireplace for 3 hours, that's my civil liberty.
The recipient of the Dr. Grinspoon Lifetime Achievement Award, Rick Steves.
Thank you, Vivian McPeak.